I welcome you all especially to this edition of my book review. If you are new on this channel, I remind you can enjoy Anwatu. Remember to subscribe to my channel, like the video, and also share the video. Today I want to review another book from my favorite author. And the title of the book I want to review today is Tenacity for Adversity. Tenacity for Adversity, written by Reverend Chris Christian, the shepherd of mankind. Reverend Chris Christian is the general overseer of Locust Army International Church. He's a prolific writer and he's a preacher of God's word. He has written 256 books and is still very much active in writing. He's the only African man to date who has written 256 books. Like I said, he is still very much active in writing. Reverend Chris Christian is a sacred eunuch. He lives in Lagos, Nigeria. The book Tenacity for Adversity was published in the year 2021 and the book has 10 chapters. I'm going to review it chapter by chapter. So sit back and listen attentively. Chapter 1 of this book is titled Tenacity for Adversity. There is always a time to be strong. Tough times don't last, but tough people do. There is no situation that is tougher than man. Since man is sovereign on earth, he can always grow beyond his situation. The earth is too weak to withstand the aggression of tenacious people, but too strong to bend to the weaknesses of confused people. Adversity is not completely ugly. It is the only means God uses to measure the strength of men. There is no limit to all that can be achieved through visionary men who are masters in storing their strength. No matter how ugly our situations are, we must remain tenacious. Life will always provide us with battles to fight and enemies to win. It will take tenacity to connect where we are to where we ought to be. It is possible to produce the positive from the negative if we are tenacious enough. Chapter 2 of this book is titled Adversity is Possible. Adversity reveals the spiritual content of men. God depends on adversity to produce the best out of men. Those who intentionally avoid the necessary experiences that should bring them to the place of honor may never get there. Adversity is not evil. It only prepares men for a great future. There should be preparation before blessings. Nobody is more valuable than his personal experiences. Nobody stumbles into any great place. What we go through while on the path of life will always reveal how our destinations will look like. How adverse our situation is not as important as our tenacity. Great places are strictly for tenacious people. The value of every life is in what is made out of the life. Now chapter 3 is titled Adversity Reveals the Stuffs We Are Made of. God depends on adversity to reveal the stuffs men are made of. There is so much that only words can communicate. Action speaks louder than voice. The internal destinies of men are preserved through what adversity produces out of them. People will always be discouraged during adversity if they lack the ability to know what future holds. If you dedicate your life fully to vision, you will not be afraid of adversity. The transformation that provokes divinity from men is never pleasant to the flesh. Winners are tenacious people. It is not possible to keep winning without losing at times. If we must rise continuously, then we must fall sometimes. Falling is part of continuous rising. Chapter 4 is titled Tough Times Don't Last, but Tough People Do. Tough people will always last longer than tough times. Ugly situations will always produce favor if men choose to be tough. Tough times will always separate tough people from ordinary people. To be tough is to remain stable and durable. Adversity gives men the opportunity to prove who they are. It is only the battles we fight that we can win. Our humanity must be subjected to fire if it will be clothed with the divinity of God. Men who are sure of what they are looking at and what they are seeing will always take advantage of adversity. When men lack ability to see what God is showing them, they become their own devils. It is only those that have been made durable by adversity that can stand tough times. Whatever has been purified by fire can be consumed by fire. Now, chapter 5 is titled, Tough People Will Always Enjoy the Support of God. Jesus appeared as the fourth man in the furnace of Nebuchadnezzar's fire because Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego were resolute, firm, and steadfast. Their tenacity attracted the favor of God. The earth is too weak to resist tenacious people, but too strong to submit to unstable minds. Tenacity provokes fearlessness from men. God will never separate himself from tenacious people who don't turn away from oppositions. Whatever obstructs our way is not as important as our determination to go on. Situations always make demands on our individual values. We must learn not to bow to situations. There is always a legacy of great victories to keep. It is not possible to win battles over strong enemies without sustaining wounds. Chapter 6 is titled, Enduring Your Cross. There is always something to endure if we must enter into glory. Adversity is meant to be endured. Those who willingly avoid the price they are expected to pay to enter into glory will never be part of it. We need inner strength to win battles continuously. Our ability to endure suffering is what determines whether we will reign with Christ or not. Tough times don't last, but tough people do. While suffering is temporal, the glory it produces is internal. The steps that lead to any important place are made in painful experiences. It is what the fire of vision produces from us that sustains glory in us. The value of our individual lives is interpreted from the way we react to adversity. No matter how learned you are, there are internal lessons only adversity teaches. The lessons that adversity teaches will always guide the lives of inexperienced people. The Bible has endured because it is an inspirational book produced from the adversity of chosen men and women. Nobody is more valuable than the sum total of his experiences. Now, chapter 7 of this book is titled, Clarity of Vision Provokes Tenacity. Those who have a clear vision of what future holds for them will never find it difficult to endure to the end. Vision generates continuous strength from visionaries. Vision is wonderful in producing rich values from visionaries. It is what happens in us that determines how we respond to what happens around us. All who are not strengthened by vision will find it difficult to survive adversity. The trials of faith is more precious than gold that perishes. History needs your rich experiences to preserve you. Lives that are tested and proven will always be sources of encouragement to others. If Jesus became King of Kings and Lord of Lords from the manger, we must not allow our backgrounds to limit us. You are the only person that can stop yourself. Nothing will be impossible for us if we believe enough in God and ourselves. It pays to be tenacious. It is the honor of every man to be exposed to imperishable experiences. Now, chapter 8 of this book is titled, Adversity Reveals the Intrinsic Spirits in Men. God depends on adversity to reveal the intrinsic nature of the spirits in men. While adversity hurts fickle humanity, it beautifies divinity. It is what we survive that shows how strong, powerful, and valuable we are. God gives men maximum support in the time of adversity. If we avoid adversity, the divine nature in us will not be sustained. Any life that has ability to survive fire is a golden life. God can be represented by lives that are not tested nor tried. Any life that is not tested must not be trusted. The mingling of our humanity with the divinity of God is the best thing that can happen to us. Because God dwells in fire, it takes adversity to make us suitable for his company. It is the value adversity produces for men that qualifies them for elevated seats. Now, chapter 9 of this book is titled, Adversity is Inevitable in Certain Situations. If a tender plant must grow out of a dry ground, then adversity is inevitable. If God must produce light from the midst of very thick darkness, then pressure must be exerted on the darkness. Those who must rescue a land or a people from the power of darkness must face vehement opposition. If we must win lasting battles over strong enemies, we must be prepared by adversity. If bondage lasts for a long time, it is because men refuse to pay for freedom. We must be tenacious because adversity will never equate the glory it attracts. No matter how deep a valley is, you can climb out of it if you are tenacious enough. Evils can only remain when those who are meant to deal with them lack the tenacity to achieve it. If you can believe enough in God and yourself, the way to the top will open up. Finally, chapter 10 of this book is titled, Nothing is Impossible for Tenacious People. Situations will always bow when people remain focused, dogged, and resolute. Jesus Christ conquered death and Satan because he was tenacious. Nothing is impossible on earth. What has happened before can happen again. If we must do greater works as Jesus Christ promised us, then we must develop the needed courage for oppositions and adversity. It is ridiculous that some people deny themselves and part ways with their convictions each time their faith is opposed. But tenacious people see oppositions as an opportunity to showcase their identity. When men develop a nature that can't be intimidated by situations, they share power with God. People like Elijah, Esther, Moses, Apostle Paul, and Jesus Christ are remembered today because of the lasting riches of their individual values. The earth has no place for weak, confused, and hopeless men. Honestly, this book is a must read. It's a must read for everyone. You need to get a copy for yourself and make it a must read. You can get a copy at Shekinah Media Bookshop at Locust Army International Headquarters Church, located at Locust Army Post Stop at the road Aja, Lagos, Nigeria. Or you can call these phone numbers 080-381-38751 or 080-3377-8843 to book your copy. You can visit www.shekinahmediahouse.com to get the soft copy. You can listen to Reverend Chris Christian live every Tuesday, Fridays, and Sundays by 12 noon through his YouTube channel at Reverend Chris Christian. You can also listen to him on the following radio stations: Inspiration FM channel 92.3 every Sunday morning by 6:30 to 7 a.m. Onisha station Wazobia FM channel 93.7 every Saturday by 8:30 a.m. Enugu station Urban FM channel 94.5 every Saturday by 9 a.m. Kano station Ray Power FM channel 106.5 every Saturday by 9 p.m. Port Harcourt station Wave FM channel 91.7 every Saturday by 9:30 to 10 a.m. You can also watch Reverend Chris Christian on Wazobia, on DSTV Wazobia Mass channel 259 every Saturday by 12 to 12:30 p.m. Thank you so much for being part of this interesting edition of my book review. Remember to subscribe to my channel, like the video, and also share the video. And don't forget to drop your comments on the comment box. And see you again in my next edition. Bye.